Hi, welcome back to Bees Aquatics. Today I'm going to be telling you the best ways to get rid of foggy water in my experience. Just the best ways to get rid of foggy water, so let's get right into it. The first method is a little bit of a short-term method. Maybe it'll work for a day or something. It's just this little AccuLeaf stuff. And it just clears up the water. Like I did it with the 5-gallon, and it was clear for like a day, and then it got back to being foggy, back when it was the old decorations. And then with this, it stayed like it because I think it just needed because it used to be clear, and I think it just needed a little bit of a boost. And so it got to stay clear again. And this one, it worked kind of, and now I did other stuff with it, which I'll talk about later, which has made it crystal clear. So that's the first way. It can help boost the clearness, and it might stay. But most of the time, if it's not just boosting it, it'll only be there for maybe a day or two. Next way to do it was another way I discovered, because with the 10-gallon, like I'm saying, I've said it before, how it used to be really cloudy and everything. And I got a moss ball, and it cleared up in 2 days. I still got a little bit of algae on the walls. That's happened because my blinds used to be open and sunlight was right on it. So I've closed those now. I put one in the filter, and one in there. And I did the same thing with this tank, which also made it clear up a lot. And also live plants help, but I just feel like moss balls are just a lot better at keeping them clean. And I put one just one right there, I think, in this tank, and there might be, I'm pretty sure there's one in the filter too. And with just the crab tank, there's just it's one giant one just got scattered around everywhere, and they'll use it to pick off as food, and they'll keep the tank clear. And I did that. I had a lot of extra when I bought them. So there's one in the filter, the 5-gallon, one in the filter of the 29, the 25, and the 29. So those should all stay really clean now. Another one I talked about a little bit when I was talking about the moss balls is just live plants in general. They'll help for everything with your tank, like pneumonia and nitrogen, keeping all that in at good levels. And they'll just keep them a lot cleaner and clear it up. This thing has grown. It used to be 3 leaves. And I recently put one in here, and there's one there and everything. And then moss balls are considered live plants, so I guess, yeah. But they also look a lot more natural, and I feel it looks a lot better with them because you can see them grow just like a fish. So that would be another one to keep your tank clean. Now another one could just be redecorating the tank, because with the 5-gallon, it used to be super, looked really foggy, and it was all, foggy and green, but we just changed the decorations of the tank, made it a lot brighter, changed the gravel, we just put a lot more color and pop in there, and now the frogs you see a lot more. They have a really weird hiding spot, which is right back here now. You can see them just sitting up against that. At first I thought they got smushed up against there, but they just keep moving around. They also go right back there. So just to brighten up the tank. Same water, it just looks crystal clear now. So that could also be one of the things you need to do if you want to get your tank cleaner. If you want to do something like fish or an invertebrate that could keep your water foggy, you could do a clam. They don't really have super long lifespans, but they're pretty cool to watch. Mine died. It was alive for maybe few months, so they can keep water really clean. They filter feed. You don't got to feed them anything. You just got to make sure it's a good tank. You just put them in there, and they'll clear up the tank. They work too. And if you just want something live and cool to watch, so that would probably be the last one of how to keep your tank clear. Well, that was all for today. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.